Hey guys, Insomnia here with some more AFK Arena. Today we are back with our Lightbearer account. As you can see, we are already into chapter 28, already a quarter of the way done with 28, which is absolutely phenomenal for the Lightbearer team. We have 15,000 diamonds, so let's take a look at our heroes specifically. Looking at our Lightbearer team, we have more ascended heroes than any other team. We have a lot of signature items, furniture bonuses, everything with this team is going very, very well. We're looking at building Oscar, and just like the other faction teams, we are beginning to run out of heroes that we need, especially as we continue to get more 5-star heroes. As we continue to build the teams, once we start putting heroes in here as fodder, we are going to start looking at stargazing, specifically Taylene. First of all, we are going to start saving gems for stargazing once we do have the teams built, because you do get elite stones, you do get faction summons, you do get your regular scrolls, you do get companion points. There will be a lot of ways to still get heroes that we have or that we've already have built while we're stargazing for other heroes. But we've hit to the point in the campaign that we do need to start progression and start looking at other teams, other builds. All of the teams as well did pick up, as you can see there, Nakaruru, we picked her up on 2 of the 4 faction accounts so far. One is a little bit short, which makes me nervous. Not sure we're going to have enough to pick her up on that account, which is the Graveborns. So let's go ahead and we'll get into the summons here. So we did get 2 cards. This was for finishing out the last chapter, finishing out 27 and moving into 28. So we're looking for a couple copies of Oscar, which we will always take. Gwen, she is a hero that we use throughout the campaign right now. But Oscar is at Mythic Plus, meaning that we just need more copies of him, another copy of Rain, to go ahead and build. We'll also have to build some of our off heroes, such as Rain. That way we have fodder for some of the other teams. We got a copy of Saurus there, very, very nice. Hogan, another food. And we also do have 31 of our rare stones, giving us more food to complete with the Temple of Ascension. And there's another copy of Rain. There's a copy of Saurus. Looks like overall the team will get right into the summons. 15,000. I was going to go ahead and use this for Oscar, but we still do have quite a few heroes. I would love to add stars on Lucius to finish him off. Cecilia, I'd love stars. Gwen, I would like to get a couple more stars. Oscar, if we can pull, would be awesome as well. So right now we're just going to stick to our regular summons just because of the amount of heroes we can pull. I'm hoping to finish off Gwen and a couple other heroes to continue progression on this team and allowing them to get the 2.5% bonus to stats to make them a little bit stronger, a little bit tougher. There's our first elite, which is a copy of Saurus. So that's double copies of Saurus. Very nice. He absolutely destroys bosses. Have to build him on all the accounts, and I have been building him on all of my accounts just because he is a priority when it comes to maximizing your damage in the Twisted Essence. You have to have Saurus. You have to have him with a signature item built. All right, so our second elite there. So not having too much good luck this morning, but it is a copy of Verk. Ever since the rework, he does pretty well overall. So nothing really. Got a couple emblems there. Overall, the summons not too solid today, but we did get another copy of Verk. I believe we're going to have a little bit more food, which overall for food, we do have a lot of food on these accounts. One more Lightbearer card. Hopefully it's someone that we can use so we can continue to build the faction. It is Belinda. Belinda's already at 5 stars like a lot of the heroes we have. All right, so let's see. So we have Rain, we have Hendrik, we have a little bit of food here. We still do have Rigby. So overall, not really much to build. We got another copy of Gwen, which is good. That we could almost take her to 4 stars. Cecilia we have. Belinda, like I said, will be food, which is okay because if we do get more copies of them, we can use them specifically for food as we continue to get more copies. So we could build Rain. But I'm also thinking with our dimensional hero is we can combine her with off factions. So let's see who else we have here. We do have a lot of copies of Verk. We've already built Titus on here. So I think Verk since we have Sophia, we can build Verk on here. But right now, we don't have enough food to do anything with. So let's look at the Wilders. We did get a couple copies of Saurus, which I believe we still need 2 more, and he will be 1 more, because we got 1 right there. So 1 more copy, and Saurus will be 2 Ascended. And like I was saying with Nakaruru, we can probably combine her with our Leica there. That way she goes straight to 3 stars. Then we can build her up to use her in the campaign stages. Still need Namora, but have a little bit of food, because we don't have Namora on this account. So let's go ahead. We will get Namora up. She is very, very vital, but we can also look at Tassie, because Tassie we already have double copies. We'll save a little bit of food because we can ascend Tassie. Essentially, when we get another Legendary Plus hero, we'll be able to take her up to fully ascended, and Saurus will be ascended with 1 more copy. And the Graveborns, we actually have Pharrell as well that we could use for our fusion. Nara, it looks like we need a little bit more food, which we do have food this time to go ahead and utilize Nara, getting her up, but we still need more copies for Ascension. So we're still 2 copies short on Nara to take her up to Ascended. Celestial's not too good, Hypogen's not too good, and then of course we do have Nakaruru there, which we already fused for the 5-star. Let's look at the Oak Inn. So here we do have 13,000 Poe coins. We have 1 red card on the table. Wishlist, of course, is nothing but our Lightbearer team. As you can see, most of them being at 5 stars, and Taylene is the only exception to the Lightbearers that we're sticking with. Hoping to get 1 or 2 pieces of red furniture here, which, just like normal, every 3rd summon is red furniture, which there's our first piece, which is a piece for Rose. Wasn't a new piece. It looks like it was probably one that we already had. Which is okay. So we got 1. And again, not too much luck on here. So let's go ahead. I think we had Rowan, I believe, at a 2 set, which I would love to get to a 3 set bonus. Let me make sure, because I'm not sure if he had. So he is at a 2 set. So Rowan, because he is such powerful support, we are going to go ahead and use our red card, and I'm going to take him to a 3 set bonus. 3 set bonus allows him to do more healing, which a lot of people have said isn't too overpowered, but is still pretty powerful. So when you look, when using the healthy potions from the ability Healthy Supplies, allied heroes will additionally regenerate 1% of their own maximum health per second over 10 seconds. This ability cannot stack. Remember though, on his cart, he does have 3 health potions. Once the health potions are used, he'll get more health potions. So over time, this can be a big, big improvement on the healing, because the amount of potions that they drink over time with his cart will be very, very cool. So there is the 3 set bonus. Yep, so we do have his regeneration. So not only are the potions going to go ahead and heal, we are going to have additional healing through his set bonus. So let's go ahead and we'll go Lightbearer, and we'll go with the Mage, because we want to get a little bit better furniture for Belinda. We have not gotten lucky at all with her furniture, as you can see. We've never gotten a red piece for her. Same with Folks. Folks being in there, still haven't seen any copies for Folks. Rose, we did get, I believe, 1 to put in here. Gives her her first piece, which is her teacups. As Rosaline is following an ally around the battlefield, she manifests teacups that she throws at her enemy. The ability is triggered once every 2.5 seconds. The effects of this ability are identical to the Crazy Kakari ability. And then the 9 piece, of course, is 0.75 for the cups. Lucius, we already have a 3 set bonus. Rowan, we have our 3 set bonus. I don't believe we have ours for Gwen. I believe Gwen's still 1 short as well, which we can definitely look at next time. And then we have Estrilda, and Cecilia already has her 3 set bonus. So overall, very, very powerful with the furniture bonuses. Starting to see a lot more heroes with furniture bonuses, and we do have 16 red pieces of furniture there. Let's go ahead and level up this team. This team has made more progression And I think a lot of it is due to level than any other team. As you can see, we're at 292. There's 293. Actually get to 294. And we should cap 294. So out of essence there, but 294, bringing our total power up to, or total combat rating to 31 million. All right, so here we've been focusing on Cecilia, which I believe with this new event, we do have enough to get her plus 30 signature item. Cecilia's health recovery rate is increased by an additional 50%, which there we go. That is her plus 30 signature item, completely maxed out at this point. So that gives us Belinda maxed out, Rowan maxed out, Lucius maxed out, Cecilia maxed out, and now I'm thinking I'm thinking for Rose. The reason is raises allies' critical rating and dodge for 25% of Rosalind's own. So whoever she's following is not only going to get a lot more defense and attack, but they will also get critical rating and dodge, which would be absolutely phenomenal when she's following Belinda, when she's following Gwen, to go ahead and give them more overall damage. I also do like Estrilda's plus 30. When an ally hero is on the front line and still alive, all damage received by their backline allies is reduced by 15%, which is definitely pretty good. Oscar's as well. Oscar, we can go ahead and get him up to his plus 20. Damage is increased to 300%. Ability possesses a stun effect which lasts for 5 seconds. So he has a super, super powerful stun. A 5-second stun might be better than anything else that we're looking at. Even adding the little bit of crit with that of Rose and Falk's. Falk's signature item effects are increased to 8 seconds, which increases the defense rating. Pretty good, but definitely not a priority. As far as the rest of the Lightbearers, Rigby, Rain, Hendrik, we'll probably build someday, or continue to build them on this account. Thane's another one. Over time, we can build him as well once we start getting more fodder. But I'm thinking maybe Oscar, just because of that ability for the stun effect, will make him super, super useful. But we also do have to focus on Nakaruru. We have her at the plus 10, so we'll go ahead and level her up a little bit further. Our first hero that is outside of the Lightbearers that we're leveling up, so that gives her a plus 14 signature item to add with her stuns. So it's going to be a tough call. Right now we're not going to use, we could always do Gwyneth as well. Plus 20 is really good, but the 10% attack rating bonus that she gets from her plus 30, I know when it comes to the tower is going to make a big difference, because as she gets stronger and stronger, even her plus 25 actually adds haste. So we'll go ahead and focus on her. I forgot about the plus 25, because the plus 25 does give her more haste, which increases her attack speed, which in turn allows her to do more damage. And there is the haste from 5 to 10. A little short on red chest, but with the event still going on, we should be able to get her to the plus 25. And we also need one more piece to get her furniture a little bit higher. So overall for gear, I believe we're pretty well maxed out. I know we got a couple tier 2 stones. So go ahead, double her hit points, double the attack, a lot more defense, some more magic resistance. So Belinda is pretty much maxed out at this point, short of the artifact. Rowan, I believe we are in the exact same boat. So go ahead and strengthen. I think we're going to do hit points and attack. I think I'm going to do the chest, just because when he does tank, or if he tanks, got that completely maxed out. Rose has a lot of off gear, so we can actually reset some of this. I know we do have Shamira and we do use her occasionally, but if we could pull some more Lightbearer gear to finish out this team. Again, they really wanted me to keep that piece, so we'll actually just stay with the current piece we have. And then we just have one stone here, which I'm thinking we don't have any Lightbearer, which we do have a Lightbearer helmet. Not sure, we need a tier 1 stone. Let me see if we got a tier 1 stone here. Tier 1 agility, we do. Look at that. All right, so that's what we're looking at. That way, when we're swapping gear between him and when we're swapping gear between using Cecilia, we can go ahead and max out his gear. And there is his 5-star faction specific helmet. Very, very nice. So his gear is done as well. Lucius's gear, all tier 2, so they are ready to rock and roll in the campaign. Cecilia's completely maxed out, got her furniture unlocked as well. Oscar plus 20, so doing a lot more damage there. Plus we have Nakaruru. So overall, the team is absolutely ready to destroy the campaign. We're going to continue our progression through 28-26 is where we're at. We can pick up actually our last scroll there, which we are looking at Rose. And hopefully 3 scrolls. Nope. All right, so that'll get us ready for the campaign 28-26. So as we continue our progression here, we'll see how far the Lightbearer team can push into the campaign today. So as we start progression, this is the only team that is still into chapter 28. The other 3 faction teams are in 27. So we're going to go ahead and stick with the Belinda Rose combo. As you can see, Kelthar are pretty tough to deal with. Does a lot of damage very, very quickly to the bottom two heroes, but perfectly stacked, just like the Falks Lucius combo. Putting the heroes all together so Belinda can ult. Let's go ahead and check out the damage on this one. Belinda doing a crazy amount of damage, probably at 36, almost 37 million damage there. Bringing us to 28-8. We're going to swap them to the top. The reason is Savius. Savius will absolutely destroy, going straight through Rose, going straight through Belinda. Very, very fast. If you see, look at how fast he attacks, even in the bottom. Lucius able to hold his own against Savius and not falling. Rose would have been devastated. Our first boss stage done there. 25 million damage from Belinda. Still doing a ton of damage with the combination. So here we'll go ahead and swap them back to the bottom because we don't want Thane again to kill Rose. Rose is kind of the one that we're protecting. I do them in the top, either the 1 and 3 slot, or I do them in the 2 and 5 slot. Works really, really well. Supercharged damage there. 34 million from Belinda, bringing us to our next stage, 28-30. So this one we're going to swap up the team a little bit. We're putting in Gwen because we need to take out the back line. So essentially with the team comp they're running, we have to go a lot more DPS, meaning that we're leaving Belinda in. As you can see, we have Gwen in there. We need the continuous damage, and the reason is getting through Lucius's shields. So once you get your shield up, very, very tough, but we added Gwen in there to negate that. 9 million from Gwen. So overall, though, like I said, with the shield, the damage is having the ability to burn that down. So here we're actually going to swap in triple damage. So we got Cecilia, we got Belinda, and we got Gwen. As you can see, Cecilia is over there on Morella. Gwen is just burning the whole entire line, which makes it very, very easy because once we take down the tanks, the back line is already down. As you can see, we have one little dwarf here, which shouldn't be a problem. Pretty close on that one, but we did get that one down. almost 31 million damage there from Gwen, bringing us to 28-32. Swapping up the team a little bit. We'll have Cecilia in the bottom for Nemitsu. That way she can actually take him out while we have Gwen taking out Morella on the top. There's our shield. As you can see there, that is what makes Cecilia an absolute monster. She is in the back attacking Nemitsu. She ulted on Morella in the top, killed her, ulted in Estrelda right in the middle, killed her, 17.5 million damage, but her furniture bonus allows the judgment to stack on other heroes. So as it stacks kind of around the battlefield, here we're going to put her on Tassie, but as it stacks, as you can see, we have 5 stacks on Tassie, so there's the ultimate ability. But we can accumulate stacks on other heroes. You see a couple on Tassie there. You see a couple on one of the green NPCs. You see a couple on Golas. He's got 1 stack there. So allowing her to do judgment across multiple enemies allows her to ult on multiple enemies, Belinda was at 22 million damage, but very, very cool ability here. We're going to swap Rose back in for the Rose Belinda combo. We also kept Cecilia in this one just to kind of wreak havoc on that side with Arden. Arden is very tough for this team to deal with. Cecilia is kind of the one that can focus on there because she can actually get to them. Nara can pull Arden over to our side, but Cecilia goes on the enemy side to go ahead and work him over there. 31 million damage, 5 million from Cecilia. So even though she is fully decked out, not doing the most damage, but her ultimate judgment ability, just like on this one, we still have her on the enemy side. It seems like some targets like Arden, she doesn't do any damage with. And even as you've seen there, she just absolutely destroyed the target on the enemy side, bringing us to 28-36. Doing the exact same. So we have Cecilia on the side of Ira. There is her ult. Now we're dealing with Brutus, which does not end very well for Cecilia. But we still do get that stage down, which puts us at 22 million for Belinda. Again, it's just crazy the amount of damage that she can do and how fast she does damage. This one, Cecilia, is on Verk. Not going to go well at all because remember, Verk has the traps. So Cecilia actually going on that side was very devastating because of the traps. Even though she survived with Lucius's shield, took a ton of damage popping the poison traps that he has on that side. So even here we have Cecilia. Looks like she's on the Spider Queen on the top. We just have Belinda right in the middle with Rose double nuking, even though Brutus was shielded. So we got a couple more shields. Cecilia just working down Quesos right there. There's our ult. Hopefully we can get another shield or Cecilia's going to go down. Got her shield. There's Verk. Got Verk down. Look how fast Savius attacks. But Cecilia was able to get some dodge, get some love from Lucius there. 18 million damage on that stage, bringing us to 28-39. See, over here now, Cecilia is on the back on Belinda. 0 damage. Didn't even touch her, which was absolutely crazy. So we tried it a couple times. We swapped it out. Let's see if we can get Gwen, which Gwen died very, very easy as well. And it looks like Rose is actually going on Lucius. But I think it's Sophia's Spectral Disruption that is absolutely destroying us on this one. So kind of nullifying Cecilia. Let's try her on Sophia. Even over there, she got stunned with the Scatterbolt. The whole entire team is already dead. Just getting absolutely dominated here. Lucius is just getting run over. Belinda and Golas, the combination of them. So that will do it for the Lightbearer team. Tried a lot of different team comps in there. Unfortunately, we could not get 28-39 down. Let's go ahead and collect up our gems here. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Super stoked to have Cecilia completely maxed out. Plus 30 signature item. And as always, thank you guys for watching.